Hi, this is Jack Godfrey, and this is Beginner Qigong. And today, before we actually get started with the physical practice, the Jing part, I want to talk about Jing, Qi, and Shen. Jing is the physical aspect of the practice itself. The moving of the arms, the twisting of the body, the lifting up, the lifting down, looking over the shoulders, all that sort of stuff. Getting the body moving, and moving it slowly and gently. The Qi is the energetic aspect of the practice. This is getting the blood flowing out to the extremities, getting the breath, breathing in, breathing out, providing lots of oxygen to the body. And it's also the bioelectric, which keeps the body moving and moving around and keeping it alive. And finally, the Shen, the third part. This is the mind. You know, what's going on inside the head. And the more that we focus the mind on what we are doing, the more benefit we're going to get from the practice. And today, I wanted to just talk briefly about leading the Qi. This is what I've heard from my teachers many, many times. And you'll hear it when I'm actually doing the practice and talking about what to do. For example, when you pull down the heavens, you turn to the right. You gather the Qi from the earth. You draw it up from the earth. And then you bring it up and you come and you look up. And now you draw the Qi down from the heavens. You're saying what's going on. You're setting an intention that the Qi is going to go from one place to another. And then we draw it into the body and we draw it into the brass basin. So we're leading the Qi, much like a mother duck leading her ducklings from one place to another. You provide the direction where the Qi is going to go, and it will follow your direction. So the more you stay focused on what's going on in your practice, in your Qigong practice, the more benefit you're going to get from it. So let's get on with today's practice. So today, in this video, we're focusing on the core. So the abdomen, the glutes, and the quadriceps, and what we can do to strengthen those as part of our regular Qigong practice. So today, we're going to be going through some selected poses from the Golden Qi Ball series and a few from the 8 pieces of Brocade, also known as the 3 Hearts, 9 Gates. But, as always, to begin with, so our standing meditation, we're going, once again, we start with setting up our foundation. What's up with our feet? You want to have the feet parallel, coming down outside of hips, outside of feet, one above the other. You look down to your feet. They should be more or less parallel and about this far apart. So you want to be able to fit your hands between your feet. So this is, if that's something you can actually achieve, well, and not many people can, I've been told, well, then that's an easy way to do it. The other route is to put all your weight on one leg, lift the toes, lift the heel, swing the heel around. It should just about touch the ball joint of the other foot. And then lift the heel up, lift the toes up, rotate on the ball joint, and put the feet down. So this is our narrow stance. And now we move into the small triangle, which is the big toe, little toe, and the ball joint. And then we shift the weight into the large triangle, big toe, little toe, heel. And as we shift the weight forward and back, you keep the toes on the floor and you keep the heels on the floor. So this is small triangle as you come to the front of the foot, large triangle as you shift the weight into the back of the foot. And now we work our way up the body. So we bend the knees ever so slightly. Grab the hips with the thumbs to the back. Push down. Let's just have a look from the side, see what's happening here. Push down with the thumbs. Pull the tailbone into the body. Lift the ribs. And so as we saw here, sometimes we're here with our back, or with our bum stuck out. We've got a fair bit of compression going on in the lower back. And if we tuck the tailbone in to the body, we get rid of some of that compression in the back. And so the knees are bent, the belly button's pulled in, we've tucked the tailbone into the body, we pull the abdomen in, we lift the ribs, creating some space in the abdomen. And now lift the chin, we look to the horizon. And what you want to do as well, because a lot of people tend to have the head forward like this, and what we want to do is draw the chin in so you end up with the neck straight up and down. And we gaze to the horizon. So not only do we draw the chin back a little bit, but you want to lift it up and you want to look off into the distance. We're not looking up to the heavens. We're not looking down to the earth. We're looking off to the horizon. And you take the top of the head and you lift it up to the heavens. So you want to imagine lengthening your spine. This movement helps to create space in our spine as well. So now that we've established our foundation, we move into standing like a tree, the spring standing posture. So you bring the hands out to the side, you bring them up, you bring the elbows back a little bit, and you want to have the hands, the center of the palms, roughly in line with the eyes. And now inhale here, we drift forward onto the small triangle. And then exhale, we drift back onto the large triangle. So it's inhale for a count of 4. And then exhale for a count of 4. The wrists are roughly in line with the toes. And exhale. So inhale and exhale. So you breathe in through the nose, you breathe out through the nose. So it's inhale, small triangle. Exhale, we drift back onto the large triangle. And now we're into looking at leading the chi. Inhale, gather the chi up from the earth through the center of the foot, the Jing well point, the kidney 1 meridian, which is between the toes and the heel. So it's inhale, you draw the chi in up from the earth, in to the brass basin. The brass basin is this area of the body below the navel and above the huayin, the root, the base of the hips. And it's this entire area here. Imagine it as a bowl. So it's inhale, we draw the chi up from the earth, up through the legs, and in to the brass basin. And then exhale, draw the chi out of the brass basin, up the torso, through the arms, and out through the center of the palm. And this is the labor point, pericardium 8 meridian point. So it's inhale, draw the chi in through the labor point, into the brass basin. Exhale, send it out from the brass basin, through the soles of the feet, the kidney 1 point, the Jing well point, into the earth. Inhale, draw the chi in through the soles of the feet, into the brass basin. Exhale, send it out through the palms, the center of the palm, into the heavens. Inhale, we draw the breath in through the center of the palms, into the brass basin. Exhale, we send it out through the center of the soles of the feet, into the earth. And we'll do one more cycle. So inhale. Exhale. And the last part of the cycle. Inhale through the palms. And exhale through the soles of the feet. And we let the arms come on down. All right, and so now we're going to work our way through the Golden Chi Ball series with I'm going to draw some emphasis on the opportunities for strengthening the quadriceps, the glutes, and the abdomen. And one of the reasons we want to strengthen these is it's going to help us keep our balance and be a little more stable when we're moving around as well as we get older. Because we, as an organization, a society, we tend to sit so much, sit in the car, sit at home, sit to eat. Our quadriceps, our glutes, and our core get weak. And it's going to become more and more challenging to actually get up out of a chair without needing assistance or helping, pushing on the arms. You want to be able to get up out of the chair with just using your quadriceps, your glutes, and your abdomen. And so this is one of the reasons we're focusing on this. And so to begin with, we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times. Now there's several ways to do this. And the one I have been doing focuses on building up the core. But you can also pull down the heavens this way. So you'd go inhale, and then exhale, and you'd sort of sink down with a very slight bend to the legs. If you want to build up your core, you can add more emphasis here by turning to the side, reaching for the earth, gathering the chi, bringing it up from the earth. Reach up to the heavens, big stretch in the arms, and then draw the chi down from the earth and in to the brass basin. So inhaling. And last one of these. All right, so now we're going to begin our Golden Chi Ball series with shaking the 9 gates. Your hands are wet. Shake the water off your hands. And then let the arms hang down and get the shoulders moving up and down. So now the hands are being moved by the arms. And so this is the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders, one set of 3 of the 9 gates. And the next set is in the legs. So the knees, the hips, and the ankles. And then we turn and we look over the shoulder, big twist to the spine. Inhale, we're back here. And exhale, we look over the other shoulder. So the lower back, the ribs, and the neck. So we turn the abdomen, the lower back, turn the ribs on top of that, and then turn the head and look over the shoulder. Those are the 3 that make up the back. So the 9 gates, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, the hips, the ankles, the lower back, the thoracic region, the ribs, and the neck. Those are the 9 gates. The major areas, joints in the body, where the chi tends to get stuck because the joints are stiff, they're inflamed, they're congested in some fashion, and this helps to get the chi out to the extremities. And the hands are tingling, got a little bit of pink in them, and so this is us getting the chi out to the extremities, and we draw that chi in to the brass basin. Now the next one is standing on a boat, and for this one we're going to be doing small triangle, large triangle, but we also introduce our dragon's back and our turtle back. So dragon back, lift the tailbone, lift the ribs, lift the chin, stretch the front of the body. A turtle back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, Drop the ribs down, bring the shoulders forward, and we're rounding the back. So we have a stretch in the back, a dragon's back, a stretch in the front. So standing on a boat. So it's inhale, we come up, and exhale, we come on down. So we're going to do a bit different today. So it's inhale, we gather the chi, draw it up from the earth. And then exhale, we bring it down, in to the brass basin. So it's inhale, a dragon's back. Exhale, a turtle back. Inhale, we draw the chi up. And exhale, we bring it in to the brass basin. So we'll do 2 more of these. All right, so the next one is Phoenix ascends the flame. So for this one, we reach down to the earth, but because we're focusing on our core today, we're going to lower the hips. So it's inhale, gather the chi from the earth, bring it up to the heavens. We're in a dragon's back here. And then exhale, we draw the chi in to the brass basin. So inhale. Exhale. So having a look from the side here. So leading the chi, inhale, we gather the chi from the earth, we bring it up to the heavens, and then exhale, we bring it in to the brass basin. So inhale, we gather the chi, and exhale, we bring it to the brass basin. So we'll do 2 more of these. All right, and the next one in the Golden Chi Ball series that we're going to be focusing on today is Monkey Leaps from a Tree. So for this guy, we're still in that narrow stance. We reach up, we catch a parasol, and you look at the parasol. And then exhale, we sink it down, keeping the head, neck, and shoulders well above the hips. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Rounding the back, we come back up. Exhale. We put the parasol down, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, we come back up. So inhale, we gather the chi, we hold it, we put it down, and we come back up. And 2 more of these. So exhale, we come on down. Inhale, we come up. And there we go. Monkey leaps from a tree. Now the next one we're going to look at is Snake rises from the grass. So I like to have the feet just a touch wider because my arms are going to be going down the inside of the legs. So snake rises from the grass. We reach forward with open hands. We gather the chi from the heavens. We bring it around to the kidneys. We lift the chin, stretch the front of the body, and then we fold forward with the chin lifted. Strong back here, and we come down the inside of the legs. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone,
turtle back now. And inhale, we come back up. And exhale. And we fold forward, the back of the hands against the inside of the legs. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. We come back up. And exhale. So inhaling. Exhale. All right. And now we're going to do one more from the Golden Chi Ball series, which is return to fetal position. And then we're going to do one or two from the 8 pieces of Brocade. So return to fetal position, we use a robin's egg fist, which means that the hand is open. So it looks like this. So you start with an open hand, you bring the thumb in, you bring the fingers in, so the fingers and the thumb come together. But I have a hole here. And so the finger can come through. So it's an open fist, and you're wrapping your hand around a robin's egg. And you don't want to crush the egg, it's kind of delicate. Return to fetal position. So using that robin's egg fist, we gather some chi from the heavens. Bring it around to the kidneys. So the back of the hands to the kidney area. So the ribs, kidneys, and the hands like this. So you bring the chi from the heavens around to the kidneys. We lift the ribs, we lift the chin. So this is a bit of a dragon's back here. And then we fold forward with this dragon's back. We come around the front, just below the ribs. So we're rubbing here the whole length of the arm. We lower the hips. Bring the elbows towards the knees, head towards the wrists, lower the hips. And then inhale, we come up, the bottom of the abdomen, up just below the ribs, and we drop the chi in to the brass basin. So from side, looks like this. So gather the chi, bring it around to the kidneys. We come on down. We come back up and drop the chi in to the brass basin. So gathering the chi from the heavens, stretching the front, we fold forward, elbows to knees, head to wrists. And we come on back up. Exhale, we lower down. So we'll do 2 more of these. All right, and so we're done with the Golden Chi Ball series, and now we're going to do a few movements from the 8 pieces of Brocade. Again, working on strengthening our core. And so the one that we're going to focus on here today is King rides his horse with fiery eyes. So the fiery eyes, the king is staring off into the distance to the horizon. He's heading back to his castle. He's in a rush. He's riding his horse. He wants to get there for some emergency that's going on. And he's riding his horse with fiery eyes. So we're riding a horse. We need to be in horse stance. So turn the feet out 45 degrees. Turn the heels out 45 degrees beyond. And then turn the feet out again. And this is one of the ways to get to where we need to be for horse stance. And as with all of our Qigong movements, you want to make sure that your body is comfortable with this. So if you need to be a little bit closer together, well, that's fine. That's what you need to do. Now, horse riding stance, we go vertically up and down as much as possible. So you bring the knees forward, you keep the shoulders over the hips, and we lower down. So this is the movement here. What we want to avoid is this sort of movement. However, the hips are going to go back anyway. So the knees come forward. Try to keep the shoulders over the hips as much as possible as we go up and down. And now, king rides his horse with fiery eyes. So the king's holding the reins of the horse. So he's got palm facing down, wrist about the same height as the shoulder, and he's staring over the second knuckle into the distance. And the other hand is here, just below the ribs, and it comes across the side of the body towards the sternum and then up to the elbow. Follows along, the hands come together, we turn over, and the other hand comes back to the elbow and then across the ribs and down. Of course, we're riding a horse as well, and we come here, and exhale, we come down. Inhale, we come up, and exhale, we lower down. So this is working the quadriceps, the glutes, and the abdomen. So it's entirely up to you how low you go. And once again, we're breathing for a count of 4. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And we'll do one more cycle. And that's king rides his horse with fiery eyes. And now we're going to wrap up with our 5 directions. We need to be in a wider stance. So move the feet out to the side. This is a stacking of the bone stance. Shoulder, ribs, hip, ankle, all in a pile. This knee's bent, this leg's straight. Then we come over here and check the same thing out. Shoulder, ribs, hip, ankle, knee bent, leg straight. And this is our stacking of the bone stance. And now the 5 directions. So it's inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, we reach to the right. Exhale, come down to the hip. Inhale, we reach to the left. Come down to the hip. Then inhale. Exhale, we come down to the center. So you inhale, we draw the chi up. Exhale, we bring it in to the brass basin. Inhale, we draw the chi up from the earth. Exhale, we bring it down from the heavens, in to the brass basin. Inhale, draw the chi up from the earth. Exhale, bring it down, in to the brass basin. Inhale, draw the chi up. And exhale, We bring it down to the center. And we double up the amount of time. So we've been doing a breath for a 4 count. This is an 8 count. So inhale. Lift the gaze. Watch the hands as they come up. Exhale. Draw the hands in. Inhale. Watch the hand rise up from the side. Exhale. Inhale. Watch the hand come up from the side. Exhale. Watch it come down to the hips. Inhale. Watch the hands come up. Pick one. Exhale. We watch it come down. A count of 4 to here. And another count of 4 on the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do one more cycle. And that's it for today. So thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed the class. And we'll see you next time. So before we go, a couple things to talk about. These videos I'm producing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the moment. But I also offer a live class on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Atlantic Time Zone. If you'd like to take part in that, send an email to jack.godfrey49@gmail.com and I'll add you to the distribution list for a notification for the link on how to get onto this Zoom session. The other thing as well is from time to time I produce blog reports, or blog entries, and special reports that go to the people on that same distribution list. So if you'd like to learn more in detail about a particular movement or some aspect of Qigong or deliberate practice or fixed and flexible mindset and various other things, send me an email to jack.godfrey, Godfrey, 49@gmail.com and I'll add you to that distribution list. Thank you all for coming. See you next time.